Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Welcome to another live lesson. Lady Khadija radiallahu anha online college. May God be pleased with her. It's a live lesson on A-level maths, year 2, going through the pure maths section. Today we're looking at geometric sequences. If you're following through in the edXL UK version of the A-level book by Pearson, then it's chapter 3. Chapter 3, example 8. Okay, let's begin. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So let's take a sequence, and so far you've looked at sequences that are quite simple because a number gets added on every time or the same number gets taken off every time. But here's a geometric sequence, and what's happening is not the same as before. From 3 to 6 is plus 3. But from 6 to 12, plus 3 won't do the job. From 12 to 24, plus 3 definitely won't do the job. So it's something different. It's not just the same number being added each time. But with geometric sequences, what's happening is that there's a multiplier. There's a multiplier that's timesing one number to get to the next number. So to work that out, you simply have to take one number and divide it by the one previous to it. Just take any pair. The first pair is normally the easiest, but it's worth just doing it with another pair just to make sure that you're getting the right number. So 48 divided by 24, that's 2. So that's telling us that the multiplier is 2. And if we just check that, 6 divided by 3, that's times 2. And again, it's just telling us that one number to the next number is timesing by 2. It's important to do that division because if the numbers are not as easy as these ones, then you can't just do it in your head like you can with this one. So you'd have to take one number divided by the previous number. And when you do that, it's almost like the same way that you're working out a ratio between two numbers. Ratio and division are sometimes used as as different words for the same thing. So the answer that you get, 6 divided by 3 of 2, it's called a multiplier when you're thinking of it, but it's also called a ratio because it's the ratio of the second number compared to the first number. So with this topic, it's the word ratio that gets used. So the 2 gets called a ratio and R is just for short. So the ratio from one number to the next number is 2, also called the multiplier. The first number is like before, it's going to be called A. And now all we need is the formula to work out any number in a geometric sequence. It's very simple. To work out any number, which is called the nth term, in a geometric sequence, you start with the first number A, in this case 3, and then multiply it by R, the ratio of 2, but you have to raise R to the power of n minus 1. So if you're looking for the 10th number, you'd raise it to the power 10 take away 1 is 9. If you're looking for the 100th number, you'd raise it to 100 take away 1, which is 99. In this example, we are looking for the 10th number. So all I need to do to work out the 10th number, rather than just following the sequence again and again and again, just use the formula. We start with A, which is 3, and I need to multiply that by R, the ratio, which is 2, and then I need to raise that 2 to the power of n minus 1. N is 10, so raise it to the power of 9. 10 take away 1 is 9, so raise it to the power of 9. And then what you end up with is a very long number, but that is the quickest way of getting there. How would you work out the nth term? We've got the formula here, so we just need to put the numbers in. A is 3, R is 2, and because we're working out the nth term, that's a general formula. We don't need to put anything in for n, we just leave n as n. So that would work out to be, the nth term would be 3 times 2 to the power of n minus 1. And just leave it like that. There's no need to try and simplify it by multiplying the 3 and the 2, because the 2 has got a power next to it, so you just want to keep that separate. Okay, hopefully that's easy enough. Let's take a look at exactly the same thing, but maybe with numbers that are going to look slightly confusing. So here is the sequence: 40 minus 20, 10 minus 5, and it goes on and on. It's a geometric sequence. We want to work out the 10th term. How are we going to do that? Well, think of the formula first. The formula is a r n minus 1 to the n minus 1. Remember what a is? That's the easy one. A is the first number, so a is your 40. Remember what r is. R is the ratio, the multiplier between one number to the next. So how do we work that out? Let's take a number 10, divide it by the previous one, and we'll get minus 0.5. So it's times minus 0.5. And just test it. If I take the second number and divide it, minus 20 divided by 40, again, I get the same minus 0.5. So we have A is equal to 40. The ratio is equal to minus 0.5. And we want to work out the 10th term. So let's put that into this formula. You can do it and tell me what you get. So A is 40. Times that by r, which is minus 0.5. If you're using a calculator, negatives should be in brackets if you're going to put a power next to them. And then n minus 1, n is 10, 10 take away 1 is 9. So that's all you need to do to type into your calculator to get the 10th term. Let's do that now. And you should get minus 0.078125. And now for the nth term formula. Here we just want to leave n in the formula, but try and put everything else in. So the a is the same as before, 40 times r, which is minus 0.5. I don't really need the time sign. I can just put minus 0.5 in brackets. And as you're used to algebra, then you know that when you have a number outside a bracket, it really means it times. And then n minus 1, we're just going to leave as n minus 1 because it's a general formula for any number in the sequence. Okay, join me tomorrow for more work on geometric sequences. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be with you and the blessings and mercy.